Good morning, welcome to Hikate's Crossing. Okay, with the Romantic Tarot, okay, we've got the Nine of Wands. Okay, we've got the Knight of Coins. We do have the Three, which is the Empress. We do have the Three of Cups, Two of Cups, should I say, sorry, Two of Cups. And we do have the Two of Coins. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's begin with the Nine of Wands. Now, what do we see here? We've got someone in the background, a little child watching, as we have people having an affair or someone meeting in the park and having a little kiss and cuddle. So what's going on here? What do you feel when you look at this card? Kind of interesting here. So I see a sense of, there is a sense of betrayal, but also a sense of, okay, I'm going to survive whatever is going on here. I'm going to, it does feel like there's some sort of an affair, some sort of, I feel like there's something going on, being watched. There is definitely feels like, definitely I just get that sense of being in an affair. I feel like there's, I think there's challenges to the relationship there. We've got this being horse drinking. Okay, it's a slow and steady journey. I get a sense of nourishing the soul. So there's something going on here. There's something that's not being honest about it. I feel like there's some dishonesty in the relationship on some level. There definitely feels like there's some sort of dishonesty that needs to be talked about, needs to communicate. There's barriers being put up. There is a sense of, even though it's sort of out in the open, there is some sort of barrier to the situation. It's sort of secret. Feels like there's some sort of secrecy going on, but you're being caught, being busted for it for some reason. And I feel like there's a need to nourish the soul. A slow and steady journey in relationship. Let's feel like there is that nourishing the relationship in some way. We've got this Empress. She's walking down the staircase with a dog behind. So there is background support here. Another little puppy here. Another little one there. So it does feel like she has the support. She has the loyalty. But there's also an aloneness to her. Like she's so busy taking care of everyone else, but she's forgotten about herself in regards to the relationship. Now we've got the Two of Cups here. And we've got people, both of them wearing masks. And we've got a broken down vessel here, a vessel that's turned over and a vessel that's standing up. So it feels like there is a mask being worn in this situation. Maybe there's also a sense of trying to balance out there is some sort of connection here, but it's an unknown connection. Maybe there's something that needs to be talked about, needs to be discussed. A lot more to it indeed. And here we've got the Two of Coins. We've got a young boy kissing a girl. They're riding, they're moving ahead. So they're feeling like doesn't look like she's really interested by the look of her face. She's like, no, what are you doing? Let me go. Don't hug me. So that like being pulled in different directions. Like she's like, oh my God, do I accept this or don't I? Or, that sense of I've got to move forward, I've got to move away. So that's that juggle situation. I'm juggling my emotions. So we've got the sense, okay, we can look at this relationship and go, okay, something's going on, something's not quite right. I've got to nourish my soul. I'm so busy taking care of myself. Maybe I'm not being aware of what's going on around me. It's time for me to start nourishing who I am. There's definitely a connection going on, but something's not quite right. Definitely feels like there's a connection, but something's not quite right in the relationship. I feel like things are not being quite being honest. I think there's a real need for communication in this. even though there feels like there's a lack of communication, because we've got cups, wands, and coins, but we don't have any swords in here. We've got the Empress, we've got that sense of mothering energy, we've got that sense of, taking care of everyone else, but forget about taking care of me. So what do we need in the relationship? Firstly, we need the fire. Where's the fire? Where's the spark in the relationship? We've got to get back to nature, get back to the basics of the relationship. I feel like that's getting back to, when I say get back to the nature in this relationship, I'm feeling like it's sort of like get back to the basics. Time to communicate, time to sort out where we are and what's next. How can we solve whatever's going on? How can we fix what's going on? How can we sort it out? Where do we go from here? And we need a commitment within the relationship. So we need an agreement. We need a sense of, yes, this is what we're going to do. This is what works for us. Now it's time to work within that frame of the relationship, that commitment within the relationship. So something's going on, something's not right. Communication is needed. Now, when I'm talking about this card here and I said about having an affair or something like that, not necessarily in your relationship, okay? It just means that something's not quite right. Maybe something else is going on. It might not be an affair, but it might be something else that's going on within the relationship that needs to be spoken to, needs to be spoken about. Okay? Maybe he's doing something that is trying to surprise you. But you don't know that yet. You don't know about the surprise just yet. Okay, I want to keep that in mind. I don't want everyone going, oh my God, he's having an affair. Because it may not resonate for your relationship. I want that very, very clear. There might be something else going on in the relationship that needs to be sorted or needs to be communicated about. Maybe he's going to do something for you, and he's trying to keep it a secret, and that's why it feels like, maybe he's going to dance class. Maybe he's doing something, or they're doing something that you might not realize. So just want to be very, very clear on that. It may not be an affair. Just because I said that to start with, it doesn't mean every relationship's like that. Okay, so that's it from me. Take care and blessed be.